Good morning, everyone. We're live here in Perth at Optus Stadium for the opening day of the Ashes. I'm David Gow, and along for the journey is Alison Mitchell. What can you tell us about the conditions, Alison?
Good morning, David. It's a grassy deck today with some moisture on top. Plenty on offer for the quicks early, and as the pitch gets older, we should start to see more variable seam movement and for it to quicken in pace.
Captain giving his final instructions to his team. What do you make of the opening batters, Alison?
Zach Crawley out in the middle with that unmistakable tall frame. He stands nearly 2 metres tall. He averaged roughly 33 against India earlier in the year. Got a few 50s but couldn't convert. He did make a century against Zimbabwe prior to that series though. If England are to avoid early danger, they'll need him to find consistency.
No shot offered. It's a very strong appeal here. It is the most enthusiastic crowd you could ever see right now. There's a buzz, a real buzz coming from the stands. Nice, solid defensive shot. Well played. It's off the middle, but it may not make it to the boundary. Blocks the ball with the pad. Oh, that's absolutely plumb. The ball was hurtling towards his pads, and he didn't even try and play it. The batsman deciding to review. Fair to say, I don't think he'll have any joy with this. It was plumb. Let's see what ball tracking shows anyway.
So far, so good with the line. Is it hitting the stumps? Is height an issue at all? They were already looking towards the dressing room. It looked plumb. The review now shows they can continue on their way.
Good decision by the umpire. The challenge wasn't successful.
Ollie Pope in the middle. Debuted for England back in 2018 at just 20 years of age. He's even gone on to captain this England side against India, and he averaged around 35, which is on par for his career average. He made that 100 in Leeds and a 71. He's a steady hand for this team, and they'll no doubt want that from him today.
Cummins coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble.
Oh, that's a great take. Needed a big stretch to save any runs.
Nicely played.
Ben Duckett in the middle. One of the players that's prospered from the McCullum Bazball mentality. Came back into the England team after 6 years, and he's averaged 45 since, mostly in English conditions. A bit like Brooke, he'll be playing in Australian conditions for the first time.
Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully well. The fielder needs to work hard to stop that.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Misses everything. That was hit hard and the fielder was ready for it. Bowler and keeper appreciate the effort too.
towards a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder? Yes. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. Lovely sound off the bat. Straight to the fielder, though. Wow, that missed a lot.
End of the over. The batting team are now 9 for 1.
Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that, though. Couldn't get it through the field. Just about the perfect line and length there. There'll be runs here.
Yes. That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary.
Super shot, that. Oh, that's great commitment by the fielder.
End of the over. The score is now 14 for 1.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Excellent crowd in this morning. A lovely... atmosphere to go with the occasion. Poor shot, really lucky. Well played, it's off the middle, but it may not make it to the boundary.
Good throw from the deep, bang on target.
Dug that out well.
Duckett watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Oh my, that's racing away.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall on top of the bounce and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
Good crowd in this morning for day one. A real carnival atmosphere inside and outside the ground. Ah, that's nice. Good defence. Well played, but he finds the fielder that time. Played and missed. Nice, solid defensive shot. Timed that well, but found the fielder. Beats of a ball, nearly caught the edge. Straight drive, mid-off, will cut that one off. Great stop by the fielder. The ball was travelling and they collected it brilliantly.
Yes. Well, the delivery was poor. Still needs to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary. 4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. That's a solid shot.
Misjudged that throw and the batters survived what would have been a certain run out.
Oh, nice shot. Straight to the fielder.
End of the over. The batting team are now 34 for
Borland coming back on. Interesting choice. They found the going tough early with the ball. Considering how these two batters are scoring, this is quite a challenge coming up.
Bowling.
Nicely timed, but the fielder will get to that. And gone. Brilliant reactions to take that one.
Joe Root out in the middle, 158 test matches, 13,500 test runs and an average around 52. Came off the India series back home, scoring more than 650 runs, averaging close to 70. He's a key man for England and a key man for Australia to get out. No doubt he'll be looking for another great start today.
Good running, keeping the scoreboard ticking over. They'll get at least one.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Dug that out well. Good shot, but finds the fielder.
The over. England are now 58 for 2.
No, terrible shot. Nicely played.
Left alone, taken by the keeper.
There could be a couple if they hustle.
Root watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Well bowled, lured a rash shot. Shot should pick up a run.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover.
A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
That's 4 all the way. Beautiful shot.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary. How will the bowler respond? A bit lucky, that's just sailed through to the keeper.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one.
Bowling.
Oh, that's a great take. Needed a big stretch to save any runs.
Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover.
End of the over. The batting team are now on 49 for 2.
Solid shots, going for 4.
Starting to hit their stride. Fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s. That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Tried for something a little bit different that last delivery. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. That's right off the meat of the bat.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection. Bowler needs to tighten up a bit.
That's a solid shot.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure.
In the air, but looks to be finding open pasture.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length still the key. Lovely shot, but found the fielder. Cummins back into bowl here. They'll be wanting to improve their figures. A wicket would do nicely. There could be a couple if they hustle.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You can't bowl there, and it got what it deserved.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. There'll be runs here. They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Misses everything.
Well, that was just an awesome delivery. Whizzed past the batter, and the umpire says that's the first of 2.
Great shot, at least 1 on offer.
That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4.
Going with pace now.
A lovely shorter ball, just keeping them honest. Still got a chance to use another one this over.
Wow, that missed a lot.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
Avoided the fielders, one bounce and four. Fantastic shot.
Just need to keep it simple, line and length. A roundabout that off stump will force a mistake. Oh, that's nice. Good defence.
End of the over. England are now 80 for 2.
Shot. Should pick up a run. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Scamper through for a single. Infield needs to be walking in more there. They'll get at least one.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
That's off the middle of the bat.
The gap was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well and punched it to the boundary. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner and they're ready to go again.
Nicely played.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed and 4 runs.
Dug that out well. That's right off the meat of the bat.
End of the over. England are now on 91 for 2.
Well played. It's off the middle, but it may not make it to the boundary. Nice, solid defensive shot.
Left the wide delivery alone.
Got on the inside and played that wonderfully well. The fielder needs to work hard to stop that. There'll be runs here. Good shot, and it's found the gap.
Just sheer power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running.
Cummins shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to stick to the plans now.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Timed that well, but found the fielder. Quick arm in, that was a missed opportunity there. Need to take those moments by the scruff of the neck. Oh, yes. That's too full. Root makes the bowler pay with a fine shot. That may be 4 more.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot. Might look to go big again here.
Labuschagne did well. Was a well-timed shot. Had it covered.
Yes.
Oh, that's great commitment by the fielder.
Yes.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Duckett has already got the big shot away this over. Now they can just focus on playing the next ball on its merits. No. Terrible shot. Shot should pick up a run.
End of the over. England are now on 108 for 2.
Lyon ready at the top of their mark. The captain will be hoping they can tie down one end. Great shot, at least one on offer.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target.
Bowling.
Got on the inside and played that wonderfully well. The fielder needs to work hard to stop that.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. There'll be runs here. Great bit of fielding. Backed up their spinner with that stop.
Now on 116 for 2.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
You can't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next delivery right. Left alone. Nearly pegged his leg stump.
It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get there for the catch, but still a great stop.
Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Good shot, but finds the fielder.
End of the over. England are now on 120 for 2.
Yep.
Good running, keeping the scoreboard ticking over. There could be a couple if they hustle. Now then, a real chance. Perfect square drive, foot to the pitch of the ball. It's a long chase, but the fielder won't stop that one.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with a plum.
Yes, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just have to accept it and move on. Well bowled, lured a rash shot. Nicely played.
End of the over. England now on 129 for 2.
Oh, superb timing. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. Perfectly timed. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrists, wide of square leg. Could be 4.
End of the over. The batting team are now on 133 for 2.
out.
Nice, solid defensive shot. Dug that out well. And gone, dove away with good balance and composure. That's a nice catch.
Australian crowds get their first in-person look at Brook out in the middle. Could argue the informed batter in the world right now. An average of 56. Strike rate is incredible at 86. He averaged 53 against India with a couple of excellent hundreds that series. It's his first time batting in Australian conditions, so it'll be interesting to see how he fares. Good return back from the deep.
Goodness me, that's a terrific shot. Couldn't get down in time to stop that boundary.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall on top of the bounce and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
No shot offered.
About. Yep.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. I can just stand and admire that shot. How will he reply?
Fantastic shot, but the fielder was up to the task. Good stop. Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Can't hit it any more sweetly than that.
Jamie Smith in the middle, wicket-keeper from Surrey. He took over that role from Johnny Bairstow. He's got a great mindset and he's technically gifted. An average of 54 and a strike rate near 80 with the bat. He made over 400 runs at an average of 72 against India. He'll be one to watch this Ashes series.
Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. Oh, nice shot.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Got down and rolled the wrists beautifully.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
Straight drive, mid-off, will cut that one off. Shot.
Yep.
Should pick up a run.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps. Smith watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Misses everything. Bowling, played the wrong line, and off they go.
Will Jack's the new man out in the middle, and Ashes debut for him. He's an excellent T20 player, just has the 2 test matches under his belt back in 2022 against Pakistan. No doubt he'll want to strike early with some big shots.
Dug that out well.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
7 for 6.
Super shot there.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needs to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. No, no, no. Terrible shot. Went for the drive, but missed. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrists, wide of square leg. Could be 4.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Can't afford to go too full again. It helps to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover.
185 for 6.
That's right off the meat of the bat. Fielder gathers that one up. Wow, that missed a lot. Bowler and slip cordon, very confident. Gone, great catch, quick reactions. Bit of a surprise the batter is challenging that decision. It looked out to me.
Was there a bat on it? Fielders think there was. This could be trouble.
And that's out. Batsman hoping for some luck, but alas, there was nothing faring his way.
Bryden Cast is out in the middle. Strapping fast bowler from Durham, who does his business lower down the order with the bat and can be more than useful. He averaged 27 against India, including 56. He averages 30 in first-class cricket with a pair of hundreds. Can certainly cause some headaches for Australia if he gets going.
Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully well. The fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Well played. It's off the middle, but it may not make it to the boundary.
End of the over. The batting team.
Borland coming back into the attack. Has done well so far.
Change of bowling. The medium pacer is coming into the attack.
Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. Got down and rolled the wrists beautifully. Great timing, right out of the meat of the bat. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. Root, good shot, but couldn't beat the field. Quick arm in, that was a missed opportunity there. Need to take those moments by the scruff of the neck. Played and missed.
Well, that was just an awesome delivery. Whizzed past the batter, and the umpire says that's the first of two.
Well bowled, lured, a rash shot. Finds the fielder with that shot.
Cast watched it carefully and left alone.
Dug that out well.
End of the over. England are now on 222 for 7.
Nice, solid defensive shot. That's right off the meat of the bat. Nice shot, runs possible. Shot, should pick up a run.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
With tea around the corner, there's a fantastic crowd ambience at the moment. Everyone locked in on this enthralling contest.
End of the over. The batting team are now on 228 for 7.
Great shot, at least one on offer. There could be a couple if they hustle.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Nicely played.
A lovely shot off the back foot. The shorter ball having no joy and getting dispatched for 4 runs. That has been a wonderful innings. Shots all around the ground. The bowlers have struggled to contain them as they bring up the 100.
They'll get at least one. Doesn't beat the infield.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it They go through. First ball for the batter, coming in.
And again, 2 on the trot. First innings total wasn't that big, and I do think the pitch has more runs to offer. It won't faze these openers particularly, and the bowlers will know there's a very strong batting lineup up against them. Cuts it away, but finds the man just behind point. It is so clear that all these spectators here today are completely enthralled and energized, judging by the noise. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully well. The fielder needs to work hard to stop that.
Left the wide one. Wicket-keeper with the gather. Weatherald left it alone. Didn't want to chase the wide one. Oh, that's a great take. Needed a big stretch to save any runs.
Nicely played, runs 1. Oh, that's great commitment by the fielder. Early call, easy single in the end.
Usman Khawaja, the Australian veteran out in the middle, has a career average of nearly 44. He's had a terrific career. He was a bit scratchy in the Caribbean earlier in the year on some tough pitches. Did make a career high score earlier in the year against Sri Lanka. They want to get Australia off to a great start.
There'll be runs here. Dug that out well. Ollie fields that one. Nicely played shot too. Archer, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. Outside edge, doesn't carry. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitching it on a length is obviously the way to go. Well played, it's off the middle, but it may not make it to the boundary.
It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get there for the catch, but still a great stop.
Straight drive, mid-off, will cut that one off. That's right off the meat of the bat. Well played, could be a quick single. Jacks collects, nice shot by the batsman.
Australia now 6 for none.
Quick onto that in the infield. Kawaja with a lovely shot, but he finds the fielder who collects that one, no problem.
End of the over. The batting team are now on 7 for none.
Timed that well, but found the fielder. Nice shot by the batsman, but finds the fielder.
Australia are now 9 for none.
Someone different now to bowl at brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Fantastic shot, but the fielder was up to the task. Good stop.
Now on 33 for 1.
Duckett picked that up. That was a good shot off the spinner too.
Yes. Yep.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary. How will the bowler respond?
Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Nice shot, but straight to the fielder.
Labuschagne left alone, through to the keeper.
That's a solid shot. Clips neatly away off the pads. She'll get 4.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short and you'll get punished on this pitch. Nice, solid defensive shot. Good stop by the fielder. Bowler appreciative of the effort. Definitely saves some runs.
44 for 1.
Yep.
Kawaja was quick onto that one, cut it away, through the field and to the boundary.
Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. Nicely punched away, but the fielder may cut it off. And gone. It was all academic once it went into the air. Easy catch for the fielder.
Steve Smith comes out, still one of the best around, an average of 56, scored a 71 and 48 against the West Indies. Prior to that, he had a couple of big scores in Sri Lanka. He'll be a key figure this Ashes, and Australia are no doubt counting on him. He's got their tail up.
Great shot, at least one on offer.
Labuschagne lets it go through to the keeper.
Australia are now on 50 for 2.
Overpitched, punched through the leg side. Fielder has some work to do. Something has them spooked. No delivery offered there.
Labuschagne watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Dug that out well.
Left alone, taken by the keeper.
Top quality bowling, close to the off stump.
A bit lucky, that's just sailed through to the keeper. Labuschagne leaves it alone once more, through to the keeper.
1 for 2.
Well timed, but straight to the fielder.
Great bowling.
Fine shot by the batsman off the spinner, but found the fielder.
Yep.
Early call. Easy single in the end. Well played. It's off the middle, but it may not make it to the boundary.
End of the over. Australia are now 53 for 2.
Labuschagne doesn't offer a shot.
Nicely played, runs one. Labuschagne, good shot, but couldn't beat the field.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Got on the inside and played that wonderfully well. The fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Caught the inside edge off a good length. Now then, massive shout. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward. Putting the pressure on the batter.
Labuschagne watchful there and through to the keeper.
55 for 2.
There'll be runs here. Crawley, the fielder, to gather the defensive shot. And that's dropped. Oh no! Shot should pick up a run.
Smith with a tight leave.
Team are now 57 for 2.
That's a solid shot. And will look to keep the pressure on the new batter. To the fielder.
Left that one a bit. Head left it alone. Didn't want to chase the wide one.
Try bowling.
End of the over. Australia are now on 75 for 3.
Oh, that's a great take. Needed a big stretch to save any runs.
Fine edge, beautiful ball. Gone. Fine catch from the keeper. That's just outrageous.
Cameron Green is the new man, standing at nearly 2 metres tall. He was one of the more consistent batters for Australia against the West Indies earlier in the year. Got a couple of 40s and a 50. Also had a fantastic first-class run in England with 300s. He is a key figure for Australia this Ashes. We'll see how he performs.
Lovely sound off the bat. Straight to the fielder, though. Scamper through for a single. Infield needs to be walking in more there.
Hey, try bowling.
End of the over. Australia are now on 76 for 4.
Nice, solid defensive shot. Well played. It's off the middle, but it may not make it to the Carey, taking guard, has been playing well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today.
Well left and through to the keeper.
Head was over the ball and well timed, but just couldn't find the gap. Quick arm in, that was a missed opportunity there. Need to take those moments by the scruff of the neck. They'll get at least one.
End of the over. The score is now 82 for 5.
Edged it, no one there, could be four.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
Well played, but he finds the fielder that time.
Try bowling.
Duck it with a fantastic stop. The ball came right off the middle. They saved some runs.
A lovely shorter ball, just keeping them honest. Still got a chance to use another one this over.
There could be a couple if they hustle. Now then, massive shout. Everyone's gone up. Really confident appeal. Good return from the fielder. The keeper seemed impressed with that throw hitting the stumps as well.
Can he come back with a dot ball?
That's right off the meat of the bat. Nice shot by the batsman, but finds the fielder.
End of the over. The batting team are now 136 for 5.
Everyone's gone up for that. They're confident about this one. That's a solid shot.
Good return back from the deep.
Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Can't get it through. Straight to the fielder.
End of the over. Australia are now 139 for 5.
Well bowled. Lord, a rash shot. Big appeal. What's the umpire going to say? England having a good chat with his captain. Not sure this one is worth a review. May as well try your luck.
Pitched outside the line. This will go back to the on-field umpire and it'll stay not out. Well, it's hitting in line.
Good decision by the umpire. The challenge wasn't successful. They've gone up here. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. Nice shot, runs possible. Doesn't beat the infield. Well, they quickly get through for the single. No real pressure from the fielders in close. Ouch! Fantastic catch. Dove away and maintained his balance and held on to it.
Australian captain Pat Cummins at the crease. A very capable batter, average of nearly 17. He's made some key contributions in the West Indies. 28 in the first match, 24 in the second. If England don't get him out, well, he can certainly contribute to the total in a big way.
Offers the pad.